I took the push mower and came down through here. Like I said, I didn't get everything, but I knocked down most of the big stuff, and it's a lot of water and all of that in this driveway, and it is definitely not built for a little car like this. But I just been out today, at least trying to get some things done. I gotta come down through here with it, or either get out with the weed eater, do these little sections, and I'll get those at a later date. Right now I'm trying to cool off, got the air conditioner running, and y'all know I put a vacuum sensor on this car, so I made it a little quieter. And the thermostat on this car, the temperature gauge says 84 degrees. I find that hard to believe because it is extremely hot. I'm sweating. But when I came in today, this is, they really named this little road, it's called Doggett Lane, because if you bring a vehicle up in here, you're gonna dog it. So anyway, I just thought I'd say that. But I think there was some Civil War guy named Doggett, or somebody in Stephenburg named Doggett too. So sometimes names have multiple meanings. But I also weed eated down here, and when we get to it, you guys will see, because it looked bad when you pull in, and it looks like a jungle. So I just brought the little weed eater out and did a little section right here, because he's my cousin, but distant cousin, but Billy Holmes and his kids, they always mowing everything to the right here. And so what I could do is make it look decent. But I'm headed back to Spotsylvania, y'all. I gotta take a shower. Because I don't have the seatbelt on, which is something I need. Well, it was a few hours doing what I love, taking care of some things that I wanted to take care of. It's hard for me to get down there on the weekends sometimes. And as my neighbor across, that was me. They helped us out a lot when I was growing up. Yeah, I mean, you know, I got married in June. It caused me to think a little differently about the things that I was doing. I'm not making a lot of money, but I've done some things in my youth that have caused me to get a pension. And because I spent 20 years doing that thing, I ended up getting some disabling things that caused me to be able to get well taken care of by the VA. So if I don't want to do any work, I don't have to, but it's just my personality. I cannot sit still. I'm still that way. You know, I didn't bring many traits back from the military as far as looks wise, because you probably wouldn't even be able to tell that I was in the military from looking at me. But I eat fast still, and I get up early in the morning still, and I can't sit still. Like, I have to be doing something. And that's where I'm at right now. So that's just how I am. So I may find things to piddle with or whatever, but I'm learning to focus on the things that's very, very important. If it's not important, don't waste your time dealing with it. It's like you're spinning your wheels and not going anywhere. But if it's something that's gonna tip the scale for you and you're able to spend time doing that, like I gotta spend some time getting my truck worked on. That's my fault. I drove it for 5 years, didn't really upkeep it the way that I should have. I got another truck, diesel truck, down there in Stevensburg. Drove the hell out of it, didn't take care of it like I was supposed to. All of those little things that people try to tell you to do, you know, maintenance-wise on your vehicles, they're important, because at the end of the day, you will have longevity of your vehicle if you take care of the monthly maintenance, the quarterly maintenance, and all of that kind of stuff. And some of that I learned in the military, but evidently that didn't come along with me when I retired. But yeah, because sometimes you feel like, well, I got this now, I'm just gonna use it until you can't anymore. And I see where that has gotten me. So I will be changing that attitude personally, because sheriff is out here. Culpeper County's finest. I just went by. I'm on my way to what's called Locust Road. So you got Culpeper, Orange, and then Spotsylvania on this road here that I'm on. So we're still in Culpeper right now. But I will show you guys whenever we get to Orange County. That's just a little strip, and that lasts a little ways. But this is between Culpeper, the town of Culpeper, and Fredericksburg, which is the next biggest city. And when we were young, it would be something to go to Fredericksburg. It's only like 20-some miles from Culpeper. But Culpeper has grown, and so has Spotsylvania, and Fredericksburg has grown. So, and even this little town in between them has grown. They've put some stuff down here. This used to be like one of the farthest points in Culpeper you could go without leaving the county. It used to be called Gas and Go, right over there. But then you get to the Rapidan River, which is what separates Orange and Culpeper counties. You'll see here in a second we'll go into that was for people out here this end of Culpeper and this end of Orange, and so they could go to school, community college. This is I'm gonna show y'all right here to the left is the Walmart that I don't know how long ago it was put out here, but it kind of revitalized this area down here. When people come from Culpeper and Orange to go to this particular Walmart. You can see it over there to the left. And we are still in Orange County, y'all. And then there's another bridge. I don't know what that little creek is called. It's kind of a little stop. Stop at this light here. Special effects, but that's the vibration of that motor in drive. Then when I put it in neutral, it doesn't do it. So that little switch may have helped, but it didn't get everything. So we're back to the same old thing on the way back. It's very loud. Levels on, and that's it. This video might show what it was doing. But we are still in Orange County. They put a 55 and over neighborhood right there. And there's quite a few neighborhoods that have sprung up on this road. It used to be just a one-lane road when I grew up. And then it came to 2 lane down here. This little neighborhood to the right coming up is called Lake of the Woods. There's a big reservoir on there, and it's private, gated community. They got their own little fire department. Lake of the Woods Fire Department right there. And very thriving little neighborhood. It used to be in the 70s, it was really, really something. Nowadays, it's not that prevalent. But they got Food Line, some other stores over there. They got some little Icebox ice cream shop. They have an Ace Hardware. It's a nice little area. If you live rural, it's a pretty good little spot. Exclusivity of that area. That house is new right there. Battlefields. This is where Route 20 meets Route 3. There was a deer right there in the corner, y'all. Route 20 is the Constitution Way. That's Constitution Highway. That goes from here all the way through Orange County, all the way over to almost Greene County. It runs into 33 for y'all, Virginia. I had to put this thing in neutral because it's still doing what it used to. But like I said, at least it does level out after you drive for a while. Here we are going into Spotsylvania. This creek is called Wilderness Run. Right after Wilderness Run, you go into Spotsylvania County. Route 3 is like one of the most traveled roads in this part of Virginia. And there has been lots of accidents on this road. Most of the time from people not paying attention to what's going on. Whatever. I'm about to turn right on 613, which is called Rock Road. And I'll ride that all the way to 208. And then I'll be home. My wife Karen, she drives all the way from Warrenton around 29 to Brandy, from Brandy to Route 3, from Route 3 all the way back here. She's the real MVP. She does that every day, 4 days a week. I get mad just having to go one day a week. But it's a pretty nice drive. Some people are saying, why are you recording? I'm not looking at the screen. I'm showing y'all the screen. I'm checking my surroundings and making sure I don't run into anybody and all thirsty though. I think I'm gonna stop somewhere and get me something cold to drink. There's a little store on this road. It takes about 20-some minutes to get from Brock Road to 208 from here. That's if I'm doing like 50 miles per hour, which is where I'm at right now. Some days you can't go that fast. I probably could drive this road with my eyes closed, y'all, but we're not gonna try. Just wanted to give y'all a little taste of what I see when I'm traveling. And like I said, once I get me a house, wherever that might be, I won't be making this drive. In order to go to do things that I enjoy, I gotta drive like 30 minutes, and that's what I'm trying to avoid once I get me a house. And acre or two of land, and I can do my firewood, cut my grass, run my little four-wheeler, whatever, all on my little piece of property, and then I won't never have to leave, and I'll be happy. But this is what I do now, and I'm at peace with it because, like I said, I'm used to it. Not saying that it's the best situation, but you make the best out of every situation. And like I said, when it's winter time or fall of the year, I got plenty of wood. I make this run to go get the fruits of my labor and get to go sell it to people. That's fun. So, my year, we pretty much mapped out, but I would like to add some things like a garden in the mix, maybe some fruit trees in the mix. But anyway, I don't want to keep boring y'all, so I'm going to cut this video short. Y'all pretty much get the gist of what I was trying to show the trip from Stevensburg back to Spotsylvania. Y'all have a blessed day. You were just inside the Curtis Mountain Experience.